Here are my top 3 main categories of making money online. 1, freelance on Upwork. 2, selling physical products. And 3, selling digital products. Freelancing on Upwork. Skills like graphic design, copywriting, social media marketing, Facebook and Google pay-per-click ad campaigns, translation, video editing, Photoshop, web development, tons of skills that you can do and people can hire you online. So sign up for an Upwork.com account and start building your profile today. And you can eventually, down the road, create your own agency if you want to do that and outsource the tasks to scale this operation. So that's Upwork. Second main category I have is selling physical products online.
And that's your specialty.
Yeah, that's what I do, and it's what a lot of freaking people do. So the first realm of that I'll talk about is the Amazon FBA method / wholesaling / private labeling. And this is where you buy physical products wholesale in bulk, usually from Alibaba.com / China, and you private label it with your own brand, which means they put your own logo on the product and or packaging, maybe do some slight minor customizations to the product, and import those products, the boxes of products, to the Amazon FBA, aka fulfillment by Amazon warehouses, where they automatically are listed on Amazon.com and sell very relatively passively. And like you've seen from my videos, that's our main income. And this does require an upfront investment of at least a few thousand US dollars.
If people want a number.
Yeah, realistically, you're gonna have to have 3,000 US dollars that you can put aside and not expect to see any return for 6 months to a year. So this is aside from your living expense, okay? This is totally to the side.
And if people are living in Southeast Asia, if people want to just jump in and start doing that, what do you think is a reasonable number for monthly spending?
You can live on $1,000 a month in Chiang Mai, Thailand.
You can live there for pretty well for 1,000.
Yeah, so, but you can also live as little as 600. I know a lot of people, they got started at 600 a month. I have another video on cost of living in Chiang Mai and other cities in Southeast Asia like Bangkok and Saigon. You can check in the description. So with the Amazon FBA method, ideally a big part of this is you're building your own brand of products like Mitchell's Awesome Products that you can potentially sell a few years down the road for a big lump sum, just like any cash flow business.
Right.
Another physical product method is drop shipping. So this is when you're marketing a product on your own social media / own website and getting customers to pay for it first and then ordering them yourself one by one and delivering them to the customers. Drop shipping from AliExpress.com is very popular right now, while getting traffic from Facebook / Instagram to do that. Obviously you're buying cheap and selling for more with selling physical products. This ideally requires some online marketing experience beforehand, because that's all it is really. It's just online marketing.
And it's a decent amount of web traffic, no matter how you get it.
Yeah, so, exactly. You have to know how to get traffic.
A blog, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, any of those things are ways that you can go ahead and get started in that. More importantly, is it doesn't cost you anything up front to create web traffic.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't cost you anything up front to do. So this is a less upfront investment than the buying in bulk for cheap and flipping, aka flipping bricks, I like to say. Flipping bricks cocaine like Young Jeezy, except it's legal. Okay, so but that's all it is. This is just online marketing, getting targeted eyeballs to see something that they might be interested in. While the other side of the coin with the FBA, what I do is all your traffic is within the Amazon site, so I don't do any online outside marketing, social media marketing at all personally for my Amazon products. It's all within Amazon searches. That's where we get 100% of our sales from. It's just people that are searching for what our products are and they buy them. and Amazon sends them out every single day.
And one thing I want to add is that prior to doing this, I worked in international logistics for the largest logistics company in the world, DHL Express.
Yup, I love DHL. They make me money.
Yeah, and the majority of my customers that I was dealing with SME, like small startups, was people doing stuff like this, importing from AliExpress or Alibaba to America to sell on Amazon. And one thing that I can say, if you're watching this video, you're probably between the ages of 21 and 35, let's say, and you're already internet savvy. And from my experience, I did it for 2 years. My experience is that if you're already internet savvy, in regards to knowing how like e-commerce works online, whether or not you're an Amazon customer yourself, and a niche that you're in, you're already at an advantage.
Now on to 3 of my top 3 categories of making money online, which is selling digital products. So of course this type of stuff requires a lot of strategic online marketing, of course driving traffic, content marketing, and audience building. So ideally beforehand you have some sort of existing audience. For example, one example of a digital product is making your own instructional course on something that you can teach, something that your audience or people in your life ask you for a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's all supply and demand. Make your own instructional course on how to do that. And a quick way to launch a course would be on udemy.com, links in the description.
Do you have courses on Udemy?
I'm going to very soon. Another example of a digital product would be to make an ebook and market that. Again, this is just getting targeted eyeballs to something that they might like. It takes a lot of content marketing. This is not something quick that you're going to make money with. It takes a lot of content marketing, so this is more of a long-term brand strategy, this digital information product thing. Not quick at all. Another online digital product realm is Kindle publishing on Amazon. And this is similar to FBA, selling physical products on Amazon, except you're selling a bunch of ebooks on Amazon. And you can outsource this, get a ghostwriter to write you like 50 different ebooks. Obviously you start with 1 or 2 and then you scale. And I have links in the description of, I have a couple good Chiang Mai buddies that might make at least a few $1,000s a month just selling a bunch of different niche ebooks on Amazon. And I think they have their own course as well, so check that out in the link below. I actually do personally recommend this Kindle option to a lot of people who ask me personally. It still does take upfront investment. I would say at least $1,000 US, because you're gonna have to pay around $200 to $300 to hire an English-speaking ghostwriter to write you an ebook of a certain length. I don't know, but that's something that people do. So digital products, that is my 3rd and final main category.
Now what if people aren't ready to jump into doing online stuff?
Yeah, so the other facet of this is, let's say you're sick and tired of your job like I was, and you just want to move outside of the US and start living the travel lifestyle, live abroad lifestyle. Teaching English abroad while you figure out your online business is also a great way to do it. I know a lot of people personally who are doing that now, who I'm also helping them with Amazon and other just digital marketing stuff. And that was almost me. I almost came out to Thailand to teach English initially, but luckily I found Johnny's podcast and I started getting into the whole digital marketing world. So I started setting that up in my spare time back home in America while I had my job. And then I quit my job finally when I had about 10K USD saved up to come and just jump in full time to the online world. So more on the teaching English option. Mitchell does that. Videos on his channel are linked below, and he can tell you more about his story on that.
So I fell into it kind of accidentally.
Yeah, he's gonna have more videos on this
Yeah.
whole teaching thing.
What
So
my
yeah,
experience has been.
maybe, but that's the beauty. That's the beauty about being out here. Maybe you come out and you start teaching physically in a classroom, and then segue to the teaching English online. But the beauty about being out here is you don't need that much money to live out here and be able to go out on the weekends and never have to cook for yourself and all that stuff. So if you're totally sick and tired of your job and you can't stand your job anymore, and you don't have more than like 10, 20 USD saved up, like I said, I came out with $10,000 saved. In hindsight, I wish I came out with 20. I wish I had more money. So I would say, just straight up, ideally 20 grand. I know there's a lot of my friends back home have that much saved because they're in corporate sales and they're getting nice money.
Stop going out on the weekends and spending your money on bottle service.
Yeah, it's hard. So
Did you have a plan? Did you have a written plan?
No. So I would recommend stay at your job. Don't quit your job. Stay at your job as long as you can. Stack up as much money as you can. A couple other one other Chiang Mai friend was in corporate sales. He came out with like 50 or 60 or 70 grand because he was crushing on the phones in corporate sales. So if that's you, stick with that as long as you're burnt out and you can't go anymore. I know a couple friends that have 20 grand saved up right now, but they were telling me like, yo man, like I'm really burnt out. I think next month I'm just gonna leave, and my lease is up, and I might just go back and live with my parents for a month and just figure things out and just like take a break. I'm like, bro, you need to take that 20 grand and you need to invest that in your freedom. You need to flip that money. Like we started with like $5,000-$10,000 investment with Amazon, and now it's a full-time travel income. It makes us a few grand per month. So very, very passively. And of course we make more money than that, but I would just say a few grand per month selling physical products online. So invest your money if you're the person that has a money saved in a corporate sales job or a great job. Stay at your job as long as you can until you can be totally burnt out. Me personally, I was just done. I was burnt out. I remember I was doing corporate sales, door to door and business to business sometimes, and I got to the point where I couldn't even get out of my car. I was so burnt out. I couldn't even do my pitch. And that was when me and Parker were like, yo, this Nomad Summit or this Dropship Lifestyle Retreat, October 2014, we're doing that. So great way to wrap it up. The Nomad Summit 2018 is happening January 20th in Chiang Mai, Thailand. So if you want to use that as your excuse to hit the ground running and transition into your live abroad lifestyle, online lifestyle, whatever the heck you want to call it, that's how we got started. We used that as an excuse to say that's the date on the calendar, we're gonna start it off. And
you know what, you bring up a point that I really want to stress, and that's if there's something that you want, okay, put dates on the calendar, make a plan, have a plan B, have a plan C.
Yeah.
Don't just jump into this lifestyle expecting things to like work themselves out.
Yeah, your first couple projects probably won't work.
Yeah.
They usually don't. Our first couple online projects didn't work, and Amazon was like the third, fourth thing we tried.
So, you know, it's one of those things that having goals, having it on the calendar, right? Have a date. If you want to go to the Nomad Summit, then have a date for how much money you want to have saved up by then. If you want to do something that has to do with online marketing, start a Facebook group in some type of niche and have a fan count that as your goal that you want to have. You do something to go ahead and give yourself a tangible goal, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to go ahead and reach that goal.
Yep, great point. If you read the 4-Hour Workweek, you would know about that measure and track stuff.
Yep.
As a la Tim Ferriss, and there's actually a downloadable. It's called a Dreamline from the 4-Hour Workweek. It's a PDF where you can write your goals down and dates. And I actually had the Dreamline on a big old Post-it note in our one-bedroom apartment when I was sleeping on the couch with Parker on our mission to make money online. We wrote down all of our monthly expenses and our target monthly income, which is $5,000 a month passively, in order to live the travel the whole world lifestyle. And we are getting very, very close to that $5,000 each a month passively. So
Yeah.
Track stuff, set goals, use the Nomad Summit as an excuse to get out. There's also other online conferences in Bangkok and around the world. So,
like, comment, subscribe, share. We're out.
Good stuff. Oh, let's go party, Bangkok. Gosh.